Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Here we go. Great workout in store for you. So you want to make sure you have two of these small bands, a hard one and a slightly less hard. And then two of your heaviest weights. And that's all you need, towel and water. So here we go. Take the feet just to the edges of the mat. Put your hands on your butt and start to sway the hips side to side. Your toes can be pointed out or straight, whatever feels better. And now start to circle backwards and lean forward. And as you do that, keep squeezing the elbows together in the back and just alternate here from side to side. Nice big forward lean. Don't go too quickly. Just kind of enjoy the journey here today. One more. Okay, so keep the feet where they are, but now crowd out the chest. So you're pulling the elbows back as you lean forward and then come back up. So this makes you bring your attention to your belly, right? You got to pull it in. Don't let gravity take over here. Nice and easy, going up and down. And try to build on your range of motion. The more you do, should be able to get a little deeper. Of course, we're not rounding the back. And we're still pulling those elbows back. So you're feeling your upper back. Do some work here. Why not, right? Okay, one more. And now come back up. Release the arms. Take the right arm all the way up and all the way over. And then send the hip out to the side also. And then do the same on the other side. So arm sweeps up, goes over, and send that hip out. And let's just do this a few more times. So really get the arm nice and long. Big reach. So you really should be feeling this over that hip and the whole upper side body. Okay, here's your last one. Now bring your feet hip width apart. Send the arms out in front so they're parallel to the floor. You're going to stick your butt back and you're going to pull the hands forward and then retract the shoulders. So move them out in front. If you look at me from the side, you're going to see they're going to move out a few inches and then pull them back. So keep a tiny bit of a forward lean here as you do this. A couple more times. Now let the arms come down, and as you do, rotate your palms to face forward and lift them up in the back. And then rotate them to face each other as you pull forward again, and this time we're sending them all the way up. Keep that forward lean, that doesn't change. You want to stick your butt back so you're really trying to weight as much as you can into your heels. Okay, hold them back. Crowd out the chest, lean a little more forward. Work the tummy muscles. And then let it all go. Look through your knees, just totally unweight the upper body. Nice, easy breathing in and out through the nose. It's good blood flow to your face. And now we're going to inhale and extend the spine. Shift your hips back, walk the fingers forward. And then reverse it, arms out to the side as you rise back up. Flip your palms, reach for the ceiling. And then swan dive it all the way down. And this time we're going to walk it out to a plank. So lots of steps, try to do it with your legs straight. When the hands get all the way to the front, pull the shoulders over the wrists and push your heels towards the back of the room. So the legs are nice and straight. Now take it to a downward facing dog, pushing both heels towards the floor. And then get up nice and high on the tippy toes and come back to plank. And do that again, down dog, heels down, up on the tippy toes, come back to plank. You have one more. Pull back, down dog, elevate onto the toes, pull forward to plank, put your knees down. Hold this position. You haven't moved the arms. All you did was put the knees on the mat. Now send the hips back and send them forward. We're just kind of let them come as far forward as they want to. You're looking forward and then send them back. Look at your knees. And then do it again. Come forward. Proud out the chest, push away from the floor. Send the hips back. Lower the chest towards the floor a little more if you can. And let's come forward. I've got my toes tucked under still. Okay, let's meet in a quadruped position and let's start cat-cows nice and slowly. So really tuck in the pelvis, arch the back, push away from the floor. 3 things to do. And then flip it around. Take your gaze forward, keep that belly hollowing out. And then back to that nice big spread of those shoulder blades. And reverse it. And let's do one more. Come back to a neutral spine. Send your left arm out in front and your right leg backwards. Keep nice and strong through the stomach. That's what helps you, those transverse abdominis muscles help you stabilize. Switch sides, right arm, left leg. Big reach of those limbs, no bending in the joints. And switch again. You might notice you're a little more stable on one side than the other. Try to keep a really nice form. We're going to do it again, one time on each side. Why not? Wake up that transverse muscle group. Okay, so you're in your quadruped position. You're going to come off the knees and you're going to go to a small downward dog. Heels on the floor, pushing the legs straight. Now elevate onto the tippy toes. Hover the knees just above the floor. Pull back, down dog. On the toes. Lower the knees. Back to a small dog. Up onto the tippy toes. Hover those knees. Walk your hands back to your feet, meet in a full forward fold. Should feel a lot looser in the back of the body. Okay, we're going to inhale and extend the spine. Open your feet so they're a tiny bit wider than hip width. And then drop your booty. So you're just bending at the knee and then go back to a straight leg. I'm keeping my spine extended and I'm just lowering my butt and then back to that straight leg. Just kind of do maybe 3 or 4 more. You got your fingertips on the floor. Okay, full forward fold, let your head go, let your upper body chill out. You're going to cross the arms. Big, deep breaths. Roll up, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. Tucking in the belly. Once you're up, lift your elbows. And then release the arms. Just sway from side to side. Get ready to pick up those weights. Warm up is over. Okay, here we go. Picking up 2 weights. We're going to do a series of 10 squats and then 10 lunges. So your lunges are going to be lateral. Your squats are just a regular old-fashioned squat. So good posture, weights by your side. Come on down and back up. Don't drop your face. Keep looking forward. And just give me 10 nice squats. So when you squat, you're trying to keep your hips back and low and your torso up. See if you can get a little lower as you progress. Couple more. Okay, so now I'm going to turn and face the left side of the room. I'm going to take my feet far apart. Line up my toes. You want to make sure one foot's not out in front of the other. Weights out in front. You're going to just fold down till the weights hit the floor. And then you're going to hammer curl back up. And then you're going to press. So you're going to fold down. Your spine stays long. Hammer curl up and press. You can press both at the same time, or you can alternate. So down, curl, press. Okay, so we're going to add on. You're going to come down and lunge into that right leg. Then you're going to curl as you come up and then press. Same thing, other side. Come down to the left leg, curl up, press. So we're alternating side to side. So again, your spine stays long. You're trying to get that butt down and back. So you got a big bend going on as you lunge. Okay, one more lunge on the left, one more on the right. Now bring your feet together. You're going to put the weight down. Whew. Grab a sip of water. I've got my slightly easier band. The short one. I'm going to put it through just above my wrists. Okay, so I'm going to have you get into a lunge. Your left foot forward, your right leg back. You're just going to hold the lunge. Now, make sure you've got enough spread of the feet so you feel stable, because we're going to add rotation to this. So here we go. I look down, I've got my left knee over the ankle. I'm going to elevate the back heel as high as it'll go. Send the arms out, nice and straight. Now I'm going to lean forward as far as I can and try to open the arms, pull them apart. Now, whoops, you're going to lower the arms. You're still pulling them apart. And then you're going to raise them back up as high as they'll go. If you need to limit the range, it's always an option. But you want to be moving under load here. So the pull apart is the important part. Gonna do 5 more. And then you can let that band release. So I have 85% of my weight in my left leg. One more. Now just bring your hands to heart, keep the band, but it's nice and loose. You're gonna lean in a little more. You're gonna lift the back heel a little more. You're gonna try to get most of your weight now in the left leg. Rotate your torso left. Come back square, do it again. 5 rotations, 2, 3, you keep the forward lean, 4, and 5. Now bend that knee even more and push backwards to standing. Nice job. Shake it out. I'm gonna grab a quick sip. So that was a lot of arms and a lot of glute. So here we go, other side. Big step forward of that right leg. Look down, I'd like that heel under the knee. Make sure your back foot's out to the side enough that you feel stable. Send the arms out, make the band tight, lean in. Now send the arms up and down while you keep the band nice and tight. Really lift that heel in the back. Most of your weight in that right leg. Couple more. Okay, bring your hands to heart, lean in even more, lift the back heel even more. So really try to just have that back foot for a little balance in case you need it. Rotate right. Come back. 4 more, nice and controlled. Make sure you're going as far as you can each time. Should be feeling this in the outside of that glute. Okay, one more, it's so fun. Whoops. Okay, bend and power backwards. You're going to release this band. We're going to come down onto the floor. We're going to do a little bit of core before we get into arms. So start out with the heels in the corners of the front. Sit up nice and tall. Dive between the legs. So the spine is flexed. Now roll it back. Either the hands on shoulders or out in front. Go back nice and slowly. Chin is tucked till the head's on the floor. Then you release it all. Big reach of those arms back there. Now come back up. Tuck that chin, lift the head, draw the belly in. Dive between the legs. Send it back. Even slower than the first one. Oh my God, she's never happy. We got to keep pushing. Back up. Don't forget to exhale out if you need a little help getting up. And again, nice and slow. Tucking that pelvis. Really engaging those muscles. Send the arms back for that nice big reach as you point those toes. And then work your way back up. Make sure that belly stays down. That's your job when you do these Pilates sit-ups. and send it back. Send those arms back, enjoy this nice reprieve. And now work your way back up. So we're going to pick up 2 of your heaviest weights. We're going to do a little bit of arm work here. So I'm going to have you start out with chest presses. The heaviest weight you can use. Give me 20 repetitions. You do your own counting, going down and up, nice and slow, especially on the down. Let those weights touch at the top and the back of the arms to the floor at the bottom. Tilt your pelvis up. Work that low back into the floor and keep drawing the belly down. Your wrists should be nice and neutral. Maybe you're coming close to halfway there. You don't want to go too fast. You want to have time to give that chest a big old squeeze at the top. Keep your wrists nice and neutral. Okay, set those weights down. Gonna give our wrists just a little bit of love. So you're lying back down, bend your legs this time. And let's rock the pelvis as you roll your wrists. Just to kind of feel good. Try to do both things at the same time. It's not so easy, you gotta focus. Okay, arms down on the floor, just chilling out. Send your legs up towards the ceiling. Now, you're going to slowly lower the right leg with your foot flexed. And I want that leg to be really stiff. So as you start your descent, you're pushing the heel away. Like you're trying to scrape the front wall of the front of your room with the heel. Once you get down, I want you to make 3 little circles. You choose the direction and then you're going to go 3 the opposite way. They're not big. And then push that heel forward as you bring that leg back up. It's a little bit of work for your hip flexor, which is good for us. Now, slowly do the same with the left leg. The slower you go, the more we get out of this. You'll feel the transverse abdominis muscles work too. So it comes down nice and slow. Maybe you get there on 5 to 8 counts. Then you start 3 little circles going in one direction. And then change it. Keep the movement nice and smooth. And now slowly send the leg back up. And it's all about the push out. Nice. Bring both knees in to the chest. We're going to do a quick happy baby stretch. Why not, right? Feels good. Hold the outsides of the feet, heels to the sky. Knees pushing down towards the floor. Does that feel good or what? Just take some nice big deep breaths. We're going to get ready for these triceps. We're going to do some skull crushers. So you're either going to do 2 weights or 1. I'm going to start out with 1. So I'm going to hold the ends of it. I just find it easier to grip. Anyway, so you do you, whatever you need to do. It doesn't matter if you're using 2 weights or 1. You're gonna come down with control, that's the important part. Elbows are stacked over the shoulders always as you move the forearms. The elbow to shoulder doesn't relocate. So in these skull crushers, when I lower the weight, it's going just around the top of my forehead. And then I go back to a straight arm. This really forces you to slow things down when you hold the weights horizontally on the descent in any event. Of course, you're going to err on the side of caution and not hurt your head with the weight. So that's why it's good to do this. Nice and slow. So already it should start to feel really challenging unless your weight is too light. In which case you've got plenty of time to switch it. You want to finish this one set feeling like these are quite miserable. It's a tiny muscle. Work it slow and steady. We're trying to build endurance. So we're increasing the number of repetitions. You always have the option to change weights. But we're going to try to get to 20 in total. Or close to. You don't have to count if you don't want to. You can always just go by the feel. So really, almost to the point of failure is what we're looking to do here. And that's different for everybody. So you do you and I'll do me. And we'll meet when this tricep is over. Keep those wrists neutral. Now, if you still have a lot of gas left, you could go halfway down and give yourself a little pause and then carry all the way down and then back up. That's going to add intensity to it. So you burn out quicker. Doing that little pause forces you to go even slower. Little pause when you have that 90 degree in the elbow. I'm going to shoot for a few more and then I'm moving on. I have to golf today. Oh my goodness. I gotta have some arms left. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll yourself back up. Put that off to the side. The weight, I'm gonna grab a sip. We're gonna meet back on the floor in a bridge. We're gonna work our inner thighs a little bit today while we're in a bridge. First, let's send the arms back behind you. So you get a nice little stretch through the arms. And then bring them back in by your side. Walk your feet really close to your butt, as close as they can go. Tilt your pelvis up. Lift the pads of the feet off the floor. I want you to push up through your heels. Let's go. Lift those hips up. Once you get up and you're pushing through the heels, you can put the pads of the feet back down. Now I want you to step your feet a little wider than hip width. And now I want you to squeeze your knees together. They should be able to touch. And then open them back up without lowering the hips. Squeeze in. And then open slowly. So 5 counts to get in. That's how slow you're going. Then you're going to squeeze for 3 counts. And then you're going to open back up and do it again. Big squeeze in and open slowly. And let's do 10 of these in total. And then we're going to do a little hold and a pulse at the end. It is all about how intense we can get this squeeze going on. You really want to fire up all your inner thigh muscles. That's what it's about. So ignore the feeling and just carry on. Because hopefully you know what I'm talking about. You're starting to feel this. Just ignore it. Let's do 4 more. And then we're going to do that hold. 3. And 2. And last one, squeeze it in, hold it. All about this squeeze here, come on. Now release and press. It's tiny, right? Tap those knees and open them back up 1 inch, that's it. And keep doing it. Tap, release, tap, release. You're here for 10 more seconds. Okay, relax your butt down to the floor. You're gonna pull both knees in, hands on your knees, start making big circles. Let's change our direction. And just hug the knees in nice and close to the chest. And then release the feet back to the floor. Just close to the butt. So you got a huge bend in the leg. Now we're just going to tilt the pelvis up and roll it forward slowly. This is a feel-good moment. Enjoy it. Okay, extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Send the arms all the way backwards. Big stretch. And then start to roll yourself up. And take it between the legs. Next, now sit yourself back up, nice and tall. You've got your heels in the corners of the mat. I want you to send your legs down. So push the back of the knees into the floor. You're going to send your fingertips back behind you as you lean back just a little. But I still feel my sit bones digging into the floor. My lower back is nice and long. I'm going to lift my right leg up and send it over towards my left foot. And then return it. I'm going to stay on that same side and do it 9 more times. So up and over and down. The up part and the over and the down are all equally important. Now we try our best not to round the lower back and not to lose that firm connection of your transverse abdominis muscles. Leg remains nice and long. Okay, dive between both legs. Give that lower back a nice little breather. And now come back. Other side, here we go. Left foot up, over and down. Up, back over and down. Keep your belly pulling in and keep trying to be as tall as you can. I'm gonna do 2 more. And that's it. Dive it between your legs, relax. Take some nice deep breaths. We're gonna do a little bit more core work and then we're gonna stretch it out. So we're getting close to the finish line, ladies. Okay, send it down Pilates style. Nice and slow. Go for that full on stretch. Big deep breath. And now take your fingers, clasp them together, lift your head. You're just gonna tuck your chin down, send your elbows back. So you're holding a crunch. Right now my legs are still straight, but I'm gonna step them in. So they've got a nice little bend. I'm gonna roll my pelvis up. So I feel my lower back on the floor. And just hold this position. Just try to lift the shoulder blades up. You should feel lots of activation going on in the belly. Now, straighten that right leg. Both your thighs are at the same height. You just kick that lower leg out so the whole leg is straight. And then you're gonna put the foot down and you're gonna put the head down, take a breather. Lift back up, re-engage. Send the elbows back, drop the chin. Try to get the shoulder blades lifting away from the floor. This in and of itself should feel very challenging. Now draw that belly down and kick the bottom of the left leg out. Just hold. And then relax. Bring your arms by your side. You're going to roll the head to the right. Roll it to the left. Come back neutral. Send the legs up to the ceiling. You're going to lift your head, tuck your chin. And now the arms are going to come off the floor. Palms face down. Lower the legs forward, maybe a third of the way. Pulse your arms. Known as a Pilates hollow hold. Keep drawing the belly down. Keep your chin tucked. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Head back to the floor, feet down, just relax. Roll your head side to side. Okay, so we're going to bridge it up and down 5 times, pressing through your heels. Walk your heels close to your butt. Low back skin on the floor, so you've tilted up already, and then you're going to roll it up. This is kind of like a little massage for your thoracic spine while you work your core and pelvis. So do it 5 times slowly. You're working 1 vertebrae at a time. Really push through the heels, especially when you get to the top. Making sure you are at the top. Last one. And roll it down. Nice. Okay, we're going to do a couple of stretches and then we are out of here. Cross your right knee over the left. Small bend in the legs this time. This is the Sean stretch, as we call it. So knees are going to drift over towards the right. You're going to use that left leg to help out a bit. Send the left arm up and backwards. So you're getting a nice stretch over that hip. Change up the angle of the arm a little bit. Why not? Stretch out your chest. Okay, bring the arm in. Bring the knees back up slowly. Uncross. Cross over the other way. Send them down gently. Send the right arm up and back. You got to explore to find the best spot for you to position those knees, where you really feel that tug right over the hip. And you know you found it. It's like winning the lottery. Maybe not quite. Okay, change up the angle of the arm. I want you to feel a nice stretch through the chest. And bring the arm in, bring the knees back up slowly, uncross. Bigger bends in the legs now. Right knee crosses over left. Bring both knees in towards you. Find the outsides of your feet, pull them towards you. Send your feet a little higher up. Uncross, send them back to the floor. Left knee over right. Bring it in. Find those feet, flex them, pull them in towards you. Send the legs feet a little higher up. Keep pulling them in towards you. Now release the legs up towards the ceiling. Arms are on the floor by your side. You're going to open the feet nice and wide. Let gravity help you. Bring them together and do it again. Open. Just kind of let them fall open. Back together one more time. Now bring the legs back up. Your arms are by your side on the floor. You're going to slowly lower the right leg. Pushing the heel out, keeping that really strong. Send it all the way down to the floor slowly. And then let the other leg join in the fun. It's coming down really slowly. Belly draws in to protect your back. Nice. Now pull both knees into the chest, hands on the knees, make a little circle to massage that lower back. Go the opposite way. And rock and roll yourself forward. Let's get up onto our tippy toes. And then from here, we're going to meet in a full forward fold. Pushing the weight and hips into the heels, hips backwards. And now roll up nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach for the ceiling, lift the shoulders. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Thank you for waking up. Good job, Sue. Good job. How are you?